gotta touch on stuff. Just pause. What up? It's your boy A9, King A9. I mean, back with another episode of the A9 cast. What's going on? I had to name it that because it's a real question. It's just so much just since the last episode. The last episode we got to just, we reacted to Joey Badass a little bit after the last episode, but then we talked about some stuff. But it's like things just gradually just be like, bro, what the fuck is going on? What are people doing? Like but the world's been this way. The world's been this way, but I feel like now slowly we're getting into this point, and it's been happening, but it's getting more and more to the point where people are becoming desensitized to certain things. So now whatever can just happen. Anything can happen. At first it was like, okay, I can't do this because of the backlash of this, the backlash of that. But now people are just wilding. Now people are just doing stuff, saying stuff. I think people don't care about backlash anymore. People don't care about, quote, even though I never believed in cancel culture, people aren't as afraid of it anymore, especially with certain people, you know what I'm saying, running the reins now. But even with the other dude who was the president, it was just a slowly building where people were just like, hey, the consequences y'all say, we don't see them. We're going to create a whole separate side of the internet where we can do and say whatever the fuck we want, and ain't nothing going to happen because the rich people are funding this shit. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But anyways, let's get into it. This week, we got to start off. And I just watched the video. Shout out to FD Signifier. Just watched the video where he was talking about this situation. And, he was talking about the normality of this situation and how, yeah, it is a terrible situation, which is a terrible, awful situation. But at the end of the day, he isn't the sole perpetrator of the said situation. Understand what I'm saying? But we're talking about academics. Oh my gosh, this man. Academics is just a weird person. Not only for this, but in general, because he will do certain things. I don't know. I don't understand him. I really don't. I don't understand academics because, like, so he will go on huge rants, blue and pink in the face, screaming at the top of his lungs. How you doing? Screaming at the top of his lungs about a Drake or whatever. And then in a separate scenario, he will be on the exact opposite side of the situation he was on before. So academics done pop blood vessels screaming about how this person is wrong for doing this and Kendrick can't do this and Kendrick can't do that. And then on the opposite end, he's like, yeah, Drake, he just fucked up. He should have just did better. Like, and he's just a weird person. But anyways, this just cements the weirdness for me. This man is I don't know the dude's name. Some people are saying his name is Noir. Some people are saying his name is Nori. I don't know his name. I've never seen the kid before. How you doing? I've never seen the kid before. I don't know who he is, but he's a 15-year-old kid. That's all that matters. 15-year-old kid playing Fortnite, chilling, whatever. And in New Orleans, we call this a jose. A jose is really just kicking the shits. We just talking, we just joking around, we just whatever. But a jose has a certain limit. You understand? Once a jose start getting into some weirdo shit, it ain't a jose no more. You just being weird. And it's like, I guess they was trying to jose with the little kid, but they was going into, oh, I'm gonna buy some strippers. I'm gonna send it to your house. Oh yeah, what do you say? If I can't so and so, then I'm cutting you off. And then the other dude, he was like, who cares about grooming? And you should go sleep. Why you don't try and smack? Like, just questions you should not, conversations and things you should not be having with little kids, 15-year-old kids. You understand what I'm saying? Just, it was uncomfortable, bro. Not for him, for Noir or Nori or whatever his name is, but also for me listening to it, because it's just like, bro, how do you even get in this situation? Because it's not like, oh, I was caught. And then the thing is, that's how they try and paint it is, oh, I was caught just we was just joking around. I'm not joking around like that with no 15-year-old kid. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand, bro. Like, certain scenario, like, you have to already be doing something in private to be caught doing it in public. So it's just like, if this is what you're doing on a live stream with a 15-year-old kid, I don't even want to know what you're doing behind the scenes. You understand what I'm saying? And then you already have this history of being disrespectful to women, especially black women, being disrespectful, physical with women. You have pending cases. You just are a weird individual, bro. Weird man, bro. And I don't understand. I do understand. I can't even keep. The thing is, I can't say I don't understand because the world doesn't move on my ethics. You know, understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? The world doesn't move on my ethics, but I don't understand how a person like that, with the history that he has, you exploited black deaths. That's how you got your career. Your career is off exploiting black death, and then you go into linking yourself with 6ix9ine, a person that was basically making a joke of gang culture. You understand what I'm saying? You connect yourself to just these weird scenarios, these weird situations, and it's just like it's right in your face. It's in your face that, hey, you not like us. But the thing is, he appeals to those people that aren't like us for real. To be honest with you, that's what I feel. Majority of his fans. Some people go to him for the news or whatever like that. He does. I listen to a couple of his videos every now and then for news like that actually matters. You understand? Well, it don't matter. None of the news matter, but for news on certain things. But as far as like tuning into his streams, I don't tune into his streams. I don't really care about his opinions on certain things. I just want to know, hey, what happened with this? Okay, this what happened. All right, bet. Now I'm moving on. But like, you can go to other people for that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even go to him for that no more. I can do the news myself. I can look it up. I can research it myself. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't need to go to him, but I don't know. He has this audience that don't care about some of the stuff that he's done. And I think that just speaks to the fact that hip hop has just become so diluted that a lot of the fan base is casual fans who don't care about snitching. They don't care about the ethics and the principles of hip hop. They don't care about just anything, because who cares? A lot of them are real narcissistic, nihilistic, just weirdos. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't care about anything that's affecting anybody if it doesn't affect them. So they don't have no sympathy for no other human life. You understand what I'm saying? And he gives me that vibes. And I feel like if you support him, and if all the things he's done, and you still like, yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, he's my go-to. I don't know. It's just weird to me. You understand what I'm saying? And I put in my notes too. This goes into FD Signify talked about it on his thing. He talked about how this is the patriarchy. You know what I'm saying? How this is a common thing for not only little boys but little girls, where you are being introduced into sexual conversations way before you're even ready for it. You understand what I'm saying? But that also goes into my idea of what we feel it means to be a man. You understand what I'm saying? To a lot of us, we feel like a lot of people like to say, "Oh, I'm making my own money. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm a man." And I don't think that's true anymore, to be honest with you. I feel like paying your bills don't make you a man. Anybody could pay their bills. A woman can pay her bills. You know what I'm saying? A kid could be 17, 18 years old. Their only bill is a phone bill. They paying their bills. That doesn't make you a man. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like a man is in your character. Man is in having boundaries. Being a man is in standing 10 toes. Everybody like to say I stand on business. A lot of people don't stand on business, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people that was walking around screaming, "I stand on business. I stand on business." When business came, they were sitting down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think a real man is. A man is a person that's like, no, this is what I stand on. These are my morals, and it's not on no like, and it has to be logical morals. You understand what I'm saying? Like things like a real man ain't in a chat with no 15-year-old kid to begin with. And a real man ain't gonna, and if he is, just so happens to be in that conversation, he's shutting this shit down before it goes too far. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like however many people was involved in that, there were no real men in that conversation. If anything, the 50-year-old was the most mature, the most like a man in the scenario. He was like, "Yo, that's weird. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about something else." Nah, that's weird. You understand what I'm saying? The 50-year-old was more of a man in this situation than all the men in this situation, and that's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like we got to start changing the definition of what it means to be a man now, because we can't just keep saying, "Oh yeah, I pay the bills, I take care of my family, I do this and that." It's just like, yeah, but do you really stand on anything? Do you have integrity for real? You know what I'm saying? If you see something wrong going on, what are you going to do? And I know some people are like, "Oh, I don't get involved in certain situations because you never know, blah blah blah." But I mean, like situations like this where you're seeing a 50-year-old boy being damn near sexually harassed by a group of grown men. Somebody got to stand up for, somebody got to stand up, somebody got to call them out for that. And I see there are people that are calling them out for that, but a lot of people are focusing on academics, and he deserves it because he is not only the bigger platform, but also he has a history of unmanly things. You understand what I'm saying? But then wants to be rah rah with certain people, hide behind certain people, but he does a lot of unmanly, weird things. You understand what I'm saying? Next subject, we're gonna talk about Snoopy Dogg. Breaks your heart. It really breaks your heart. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people, and this is the thing, we have to stop putting our own beliefs just because we relate or we are a fan of somebody or we think. We got to stop feeling like automatically because I'm a fan of your music or I'm a fan of what you do, that I know you as a person and that you stand on the side that I stand on, or that you stand. And this goes into the being a man part. You stand on the morals that I stand on. You stand on the beliefs I stand on. Everybody doesn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Love Snoop Dogg. He is a legend. He is a GOAT. He was one of the very early big rap stars. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got LL Cool J, was like the maybe the first mainstream rap star, but the early 90s, Snoop Dogg was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Before Tupac, before Biggie, it was Snoop Dogg. You understand what I'm saying? So like, some people don't know that because, they wasn't around or they don't do their research or they don't, you know what I'm saying? They not in it like that. Snoop Dogg was one of the first, I'm not saying the first, but one of the first mainstream rappers, big rappers before Tupac and Biggie. Biggie was looking at Snoop Dogg like, how do I get to where Snoop Dogg is at? You understand what I'm saying? When we talk about big runs in hip hop or being a main focus on hip hop, we talk about Jay-Z, we talk about Eminem, we talk about Pac, we talk about Biggie, we talk about Wayne, we talk about Drake. But before all of them, we talk about Kendrick, but before all of them, it was Snoop. You understand what I'm saying? And he was been able to keep relevant since then. You understand? To become one of, if not the most popular rapper, even though certain statistics show he's not the most, he's probably the most. Certain things show that Eminem is the most popular rapper, like he's the most recognizable rapper around the world, but Snoop is top 3 most recognizable rappers. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I say stats because there's videos around where people don't know who Snoop Dogg is, but they know who Eminem is. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they may be places where people don't know who Eminem is, then they know who Snoop Dogg is, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Though they're top 3 as far as most recognizable rappers of all time. But my dude Snoop, crip walk for Trump, man. Crip walk for Trump. And, the story is that Trump pardoned maybe a family member of Snoop or a friend of Snoop. So Snoop felt like he owed him one. And also Snoop is connected to somebody who was at the crypto ball and this and that. But the thing is, you, my friend, but if you connected to somebody that I don't rock with, and at one point it seemed like Snoop wasn't rocking with Trump because he was dissing Kanye for rocking with Trump. And now it seemed like, I don't know if he's rocking with Trump, but I guess he owed him a favor. So I guess that's why he, performed for him or whatever like that. And it's not just Snoop. It was Rick Ross. It was Nelly, Soulja Boy, I think. And it goes to the deeper conversation of how capitalism has really I can't say took it over because it's always existed. It's always controlled by how much of a stronghold capitalism has on our culture, how much of a stronghold capitalism has on our society. And that explains why everything is just so dull, bro. Everything is just so dull. Nothing, I don't want to seem like an old head or anything like that. It's not that. It's just nothing has feeling to it anymore. Everything feels like a cash grab. Everything feels like it's being done for money. Everything feels like just an opportunity to sell something. You understand what I'm saying? Speaking of, oh man, just dropped a remix to High You by Daylight. I just dropped a remix to it. It's available on my YouTube channel, but it's also available in my store, king89music.shop. I'm putting all my releases for the rest of this year. For 2025, every single thing that I put out, any song, any project or whatever, will be on my platform on king89music.shop. You understand what I'm saying? The How You remix is for free because I'm not trying to make money off of someone else's beat. It's just a remix, so it's there for free. If you want to download, free download, available king89music.shop. I'll probably put the link somewhere. But yeah, anyways, back into what we was talking about, capitalism, bro. It's always a discussion is, everybody like Ted DiBiase. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm into WWE or whatever like that. Ted DiBiase, everybody's got a price. I don't think everybody does. You know what I'm saying? It's a general statement. A lot of people may have a price. A lot of people may be willing to do certain things for a certain amount of money, but some people won't. Some people are just like, no, the value that this has to me, like certain things are priceless to people. So there is no price you could put on certain things for people. So for me, I don't care how much you offer me. I'm not about to be standing dancing on stage for Donald Trump. I'm not. How you doing? How you doing? I'm not. Personally, that's just not me. I could be in the worst situation possible. If you tell me here's $10 million, but you gotta perform at the crypto ball for old dude, I'm gonna be like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's just not worth it. For me, it's not worth it because the thing is I'm gonna do it for the 10 million and I'm gonna feel bad afterwards. I'm gonna hate myself afterwards because I know, damn, this ain't what I stand on. Now people are going to connect me to this person. I don't want to be connected to this person or to this person's ideologies or the way this person thinks and moves or whatever like that. You understand what I'm saying? The damage that he is already causing to black people, Hispanics. You understand what I'm saying? It's not worth aligning myself with that as a black and Hispanic man, mainly black, but part Hispanic man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just not worth it for me. But Snoop has his reasons, and you can't, like I said, we as a people need to not put our own morals, put our own political views, our own personal beliefs on people we don't know. Because at the end of the day, and it goes into the parasocial landscape we live in. Everybody feels like the person that they admire or their favorite artist or their favorite celebrity is their best friend. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody feels like it's a weird relationship with their favorite artist or their favorite celebrity, and now they're like, now they want to hold them accountable because of that. Like, oh no, you're supposed to be this and that. It's just like, we don't know these people. We don't know how their brain works. We don't know, you know what I'm saying, what they believe in, because most of them don't go up and say it because they don't want backlash for it. You understand what I'm saying? So we just gotta stop assuming. You know what I'm saying? Because we're always going to be disappointed at the end of the day. But I'm not going to say, oh, no, fuck Snoop or whatever like that. Because like I said, he has his reasons. Shout out to Snoop. That's all I can say. You understand what I'm saying? Into more positive news, Kanye. This really surprised me. Kanye, it hasn't been, and I watched the video. It was Curtis King talking about it and how like quick TMZ and Forbes were quick to downplay Kanye West and talk about how his net worth is dropped and this and that. And then now Kanye, it was announced by, I think it's Eden Funding, Eden something, announced that Kanye's net worth is now 2.77 billion. Before his net worth dropped, it was like 1 point something. And it dropped, they say it dropped to 400. And now he basically doubled up his net worth with his going independent, owning Yeezys 100%. I think when he made $20 million in 24 hours for the Super Bowl. Like, and he's doing things the way he wants to do things. He's selling his stuff he's not selling his stuff for 100, 200 like he was before. He's selling it for $20. So you're making it more affordable for people. and he has a huge fan base. You made $20 million, so you selling everything for 20. I mean, you made a million sales in a day. $20 million in a day, insane, insane. But yeah, they say his net worth is now 2.77 billion. So he's now the richest rapper, not only alive, but the richest rapper to ever live. Kanye West. You understand what I'm saying? And it's interesting that this makes me think of when he was on Sway in the Morning, and Sway was like, "We got you, Kanye. You don't need to hook up with." I feel like in the end, Sway had the answer. Am I wrong? Because like Kanye was like, Kanye's rant was kind of basically on, I want to be taken seriously by these people and they're not taking me seriously, and this and that. And Sway was like, you don't need them. You don't need them. We got you. We going to support you, Kanye. And Kanye was like, no, Sway, you don't understand. You don't have the answer, Sway. But I think now that we're here, Sway did have the answer. Just do it yourself. Because at the end, he built these relationships. He severed ties from Adidas. He basically destroyed his reputation, but he stood on what he stood on. He did it himself, and now he's richer than he's ever been. So I think Sway had the answer. But shout out to Kanye, even though I don't agree. Like I said, this goes into the Snoop Dogg thing. I don't agree with everything that Kanye has said. I don't even think Kanye believes most of the things that he said. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like Kanye is a emotional man that comes with being raised by a woman. You know what I'm saying? He was raised by his mom, Donda. So I think Kanye is just a very emotional man. So when he's upset with people, he takes the emotional route. So I don't think Kanye believes the things that he says, but I think he was upset with a certain certain people, and he kind of generalized it, said things that should never be said. You understand what I'm saying? Because imagine if the roles were reversed and somebody went on a public platform screaming, well, Kanye basically did that slavery was a choice, but someone got on a platform and was basically saying, yeah, they should have had y'all enslaved. Yeah, I support that. Like that's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think nothing will happen to that person if they were to say that, because things just are different. They don't treat us like they would treat, you know what I'm saying what Kanye said. Personally, I feel that way. Like, I think somebody could say that and it wouldn't be even as close as much backlash. They wouldn't try and tear Kanye down, and they wouldn't get dropped from if they do get dropped from whatever brand that they were connected to, they will come back. Oh, I was drunk. Oh, you know what they used to do? I haven't seen it that much anymore, but what they used to do back in the day, whenever a white person would just start going off, saying shit, doing shit, it would be exhaustion. I was just exhausted. I can't even say that word. I was just exhausted, and I just could, I wasn't in the right frame of mind. Either exhaustion or rehab. We can't just say, oh, I was just suffering from exhaustion and rehab. Even though Kanye has suffered from exhaustion and rehab, but shout out to Kanye. Stop saying stupid stuff, please. It was very inspirational too. Seeing that inspired me. That inspired me for real. Like, seeing Kanye really, and it's all his fault. I'm not going to act like the world turned on him. You made the world turn on you. But to see that happen, and you still have a belief in yourself, you betted on yourself, you had your supporters, and you were able to not only make the money that you lost, but double up and become the richest rapper. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just inspiring to me. And that kind of goes into my next and final little subject, is just never give up on your goals. When the whole world seems to be crumbling around you, even though it's hard to keep pushing, find your way out that tunnel, because even when no one else sees the exit, you do. You know what I'm saying? That's what this made me think of. That's why I wrote it down. Kanye, I guess he saw the end goal. Everybody was cutting ties from him. Nobody wanted to support him. People were cursing him out, dissing him. Like, Kanye was the punching bag for at least most of the 2020s, if not before that. When did he say slavery was a choice? These time goes by so fast that it's hard for me to really pinpoint when certain things happen. I want to say before COVID. It had to have been before COVID. So I want to say 2018, 2019. Between 2018 and 2024, it was basically Kanye was basically the punching bag for a lot of people. We talking about his own wife, Pete Davidson, Drake, J. Cole, any media platform, just throw Kanye's name under there. Punching back for Adidas, punching back for UMG. Like, but I think he saw the end goal at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? So I think he just was like, look, even when the world turned against me, I'ma stand on what I believe in, and I'ma see the end goal. And now he's a billionaire again, a multi-billionaire. So, but that's all I gotta say. That's it for me. I'll be back. I want to say next Monday. It should be next Monday. We gonna figure something out. But that's it for me. I'm out. Shout out to everybody that be checking out the clips. Everybody that be tuning in the chat. All that. That's it for me. I'm out. Too sweet. Deuce.